I'm picking my nose.
There you go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our monthly live stream. I'm Ads, and
I'm Zoe.
No, we're supposed to do it anyway.
Oh.
We always miss up the beginning. How is
Yes.
everybody? Here we go. Hi, folks. How are you? Well done, Bob, for tuning into the correct month of our live stream. Apparently, you've been looking at the wrong. Are we keeping you up?
I'm a bit tired today.
Alan Flitton, how you doing? And Peter, hello. Rob, all the way from Liverpool. And Bamo, the man. I don't think we've met Bamo, have we?
No.
Hi, Bamo. Welcome to the live stream. I don't seem to have the... could you do us a favour and close that blind? Technicalities. Is that better? No, probably not. Let me quickly see if I can do that. Sort out a little problem with our camera. So I basically, how is everybody doing with the oh, that's not good. With the snow?
See. Yes.
Snow here is.
It's going, isn't it?
It's going, isn't it? It's still icy though. It's quite slippery still outside, but a lot of places it's. I mean, we've just been for a walk, and as you're walking through the forest, it's like raining, isn't it? Because it's just
so
cool
pretty.
coming off the trees. It's amazing. And every so often you think you can hear footsteps behind you, and there's nobody behind you. And of course,
causes chaos
it's the
on the
big
roads,
chunks of
though,
snow
isn't it?
falling off the trees. Yeah. You were caught in it yesterday, but not too bad. Or...
Well, luckily I finished a bit earlier, but
oh, right.
Yes, it was very bad, wasn't
Yeah.
it, near where we were?
How about you guys? Anybody had any problems? Is anybody
Basingstoke.
camping? Is anybody out in their motorhome or caravan in this gorgeous weather? Because you remember...
Yes, we haven't really
February,
been anywhere, have we?
Remember February
recently?
last year, right?
Yes. Yeah.
That was when we went to Heimerchill. And...
similar conditions, wasn't it, really?
well, it was worse. It stayed around for a good few
Well,
days.
I suppose up in Scotland it's very bad, isn't it?
But that was at the end of February into March. So, let's just quickly...
nose.
so, you picking your nose again? I'll tell you what, now I haven't sorted it out yet. See if I can adjust my camera still, because you can just about see.
Oh yes, that's when we went to Ireland.
There you go. I'm clever. Is that better? Is that? Well, we're a bit slow now, aren't we? Oh God!
Bit close.
Right. Hello, everybody. Still snowing in. Hi from snowy North Wales. Steve, Susie, and Eva from Eva the motorhome. You're in your motorhome, Susie, are you?
Very nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know
I think
what?
quite a lot of people are actually, aren't they?
I got a bit. When we went on a walk today, I was a bit. Wish we were out in this actually. Not, stuck. There was a lot of people stuck on the M3 yesterday, weren't there?
Yes.
5 hours.
And
I think
the
you said your
M25.
colleague was.
Well, I think it was more like 7 hours. They were on the
getting
M3. Yes, it just wasn't moving, was it? No, they didn't get back to.
You think they would they would have gritted the roads, but obviously
not.
that was a problem. Yeah. Now they're pretty good round here in
normally
Bracknell Forest Council,
yeah.
but I think they've been a bit lapsadaisical this year, haven't they, in this area? But okay, so hopefully nobody's had any accidents or anything like that. We've been okay.
We haven't been out in the van.
We haven't been out in the van, but we've just gone for walks. Very slippy.
Yes.
However, I've been using they're called walkers.
I think they are looking for them, but
they basically strap onto the bottom of your shoe, and they're like a crisscross spring all the way down the shoe. You can't slip on them. And they're great.
But how often would you use those? I mean, you say they're very useful, but we don't often have this kind of weather, do we?
They're only like a tenner.
Oh, I suppose so, yeah.
And you just strap them on your feet, and then out you go to the shops. And then you're sorted. You're not going to slip. So even if you only use them like two or three times a year, they're going to be good. Especially if you see all these elderly people going to the shops. I'm thinking, God, how are you? You must be really stressed out walking. There's you. I saw you with your boots.
I was feeling a
treading
bit,
carefully,
yes.
and of course I went there the other day to the shops. Isn't far, 300 yards. But of course you got to walk. So we walk in the snow rather than on the path because the path is all icy. But I saw an older couple, and I thought, well, they must be
panicking.
Yeah, they must be panicking quite a bit.
Hopefully it'll go soon.
It's going soon until it snows again. Have they given it a name? Last year they called
me earlier, but I can't.
Does anybody know if this storm has been given a name? Because last year they called it the Beast from the East for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, there she is.
Looking silly.
Well.
That was cold there, wasn't it?
It was very windy.
Yeah.
A very nice
how
place
you remember areas, but what the weather's like.
So this is
Giant's Causeway.
Yeah, this is the Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland, and we have booked our ferry for June to go to the south part of Ireland.
Yes.
We're heading over to the West Atlantic Way. And there's a few things we need to sort out first. We need to get insurance, don't we?
Yes.
Breakdown insurance and travel insurance.
And we haven't booked any campsites yet, have we?
Well, are we? Oh, that's...
Well, normally I think we do just before the crossing, don't we? And,
we'll just find a place to moor up, as it were. But I started looking into solar.
Yes.
It done my head in a bit.
So technical, isn't it?
Because at Christmas time, I measured the top of the roof and tried to figure out. Okay, ideally, he wants a panel wants to go here.
What was the reason? Oh yeah, because you can't really put it on the back bit, can you? Because of the metal. So you were only able to put it at the front. Yeah,
so it's either going to go down the side, which means it's like we've got a limit of 70 centimetres, and or across the front, and it'd be almost like a spoiler on the roof. I thought.
I know, it's a lot to think about, isn't it?
Yeah. So if anyone's got any advice,
wasn't too expensive, was it, when you worked it all out? Because they came in the kit.
I guess it really depends on what you want to do. I think it's either going to be one huge panel or two little ones. If it's two little ones, you might as well get, because we'll have one down the side and one on the front. Then you might as well just get one big one.
Yes, I think so.
But I don't know. It's
you've given up now, haven't you?
For the moment, I get a bit fed up just looking at the same thing for hours, and then I've got to decide where to drill the hole for the cable, where we're going to have the controller and all that malarkey. And
well, everybody seems to do it, don't they? So it can't be too difficult.
No, just follow the instructions and the. So I'm thinking. Maybe this is where we can get some advice from you guys.
How you did yours.
Yeah, we're thinking... I'm thinking... You probably have no idea.
Thought
no, you haven't got any idea. It's all to do with technical ad.
Yeah. Yes, you deal with that side.
I'm thinking of getting one which... Because we put Herman in storage... We want to get one that charges the leisure battery. We've only got one leisure battery at the moment. We'll probably have to get another one, but... leisure battery and the starter battery, so we don't have to worry about that when he's tucked up in his bed, as it were.
Yes. Or when you're doing your wild camping.
And does it matter if the solar panel is right on the front there? Because I can just so right in the front. Quick, just no. Oh, he's gone. I was trying to show. No, that was us.
No, it's a different one now.
Yeah, so it's I cut my finger off, but it'd be right at the front, crossways. I'm just thinking, well, is that the best place to put it? Well, it might be the only place to put it. Does it need to be like kind of slightly tilted so the wind goes over it? Otherwise, it'd be like
yes, because we saw on the canal boat, didn't we, that one was
but they only go 6 miles an hour. Right, so let's take a look at some of these comments that we've just had. Alan says the van is safely parked up this weekend. Afternoon, that's from Shropshire Lad. And no snow in sunny Southport at the moment.
Yes, it's all very hit and miss, isn't it?
Wow, no snow there. Okay, you got rain tomorrow apparently. It's coming in from the west. No, not this weekend. Just had to name her on the mess. Oh, I see. Oh, that's a shame. Just I think it's challenging to be out in a motorhome in this weather.
Yes, and like we were last year.
I think that's the fun of it, really.
Well, I don't know if it's too.
Of course, you've got to navigate the roads and be careful.
It's
but
not much fun,
once you're there, it's all about keeping warm and whatever. And yeah, it's good fun. I thought. Hi, Billy. How you doing? What devices? You are living there, or you're in a motorhome in the campsite there, or what's going on there?
Oh.
Trev and Sue, hi, how you doing? How are you?
He's on his water again.
Well, a lot of chatting.
Now Peter's saying be careful with the drilling of the holes. Yeah, I'm a bit wary of you doing that.
How do you know where to drill?
Through 8-way cable.
Be careful about drilling holes in the roof. I went
through. Yes, you see, because we've got the vent in the middle, haven't we? So
do you have a vent you can use? No, not really. It's in the middle. I did take a photograph. It's not on the computer though, so I can't show you.
Dirty roof.
All right.
Needs a clean.
I have to send you up there in your marigolds and your pads on your knees and whatnot. It's very slippery up there actually when you're up there.
Imagine.
It's a complete death trap being on the roof. If only you didn't have to do it, you know. But anybody else have problems cleaning their roof? I'll get it in the ear.
Yes.
About cleaning the roof.
Well, it definitely needs cleaning all over the place, doesn't it? The forehead.
Well, yeah, that's I guess the difficult part.
Yeah.
Actually. In fact, I think Herman probably needs a bit of a spray in that direction, in that area. Then we can have a logo on the front. This is Herman. As seen on YouTube.
Well, quite a few people do put the name, don't they, of the motorhome on the front. It's quite good, doesn't it? Well, not how do they do it? Sort of like
I don't know,
like a transfer or something.
Sticker thing.
Yeah,
what they call wraps. Well, maybe we could wrap Herman on something. Cover him in some sort of vinyl of I don't know, on some sort of country scene, so he's invisible when he's parked up. How about that? That'd be funny.
Yeah, we thought about it quite a few times, haven't we? But not really done it.
What?
Well, having the name at the front.
Oh no! Yeah. Oh yeah. So there you go. So it's just about there.
So where the handrail bit is all metal plating, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's the roof rack. We could probably fit one across the roof rack, but then we got that walkway in the way. We've got a bit of metal. So
you are you'd have to have it at the front, I think.
Yeah.
Tricky. Oh, his Chaz is on.
Hey Chaz, how you doing? So Chaz, you've just done your solar panel, so I'm be interested to know how you what wattage you got and wattage
and how you fitted it to the roof.
Yeah, because you can screw the panels in to the roof,
oh, you were saying
or you can actually glue them.
Stuff. Yeah, that might be better actually, wouldn't it?
Well, I don't know. It depends if you want to take it with you, if you get another motorhome, or you want to upgrade or get a better one, bigger one. You know,
because so it's better to maybe glue it on, is it, rather than drilling?
I don't know.
No.
I think the idea is that
very good at this,
you create a frame, you drill the frame into the motorhome roof, and then you connect the solar panel onto that. So if you do take it off, you leave the frame behind, and then you can put you can adapt it. Yeah, well, it's probably easier just to glue a solar panel on. And hopefully it won't flick off when you're doing 90 miles an hour.
Yes, that would be awful, wouldn't it, if you were going along and it fell off the
going 90 miles an hour in Herman? I don't like going 80. 3.5 tons going 80 miles an hour, or 75 miles an hour. David Quirk says, would you do a video on your silver screen showing how you fit them and what make they are, etc.?
I don't know what
Definitely
make they
could do
are.
No, we don't know what. Well, I imagine they're by silver screens.
Yes, because
I don't know if because they came. Our screen actually came with.
It's very good, isn't it? Because it does keep the heat in, doesn't it?
They do work.
Yes, I suppose most people have their screens inside, don't they? Which they just close like a concertina.
Is that gonna?
Ours is on the outside.
Sometimes they're actually electronic. I don't get that. Press a button and the curtains close on the inside. It's like, what? I suppose it's better than standing out in the rain trying to put this damn thing on. Yeah, they're fairly simple though.
Yes, it just hooks over the door, doesn't it?
Just hooks over the door and in through the window. I think every motorhome will have it different.
It with the windscreen
so on one
wipers.
side of Herman, the driver's side,
yes,
is a slidey window, and it hooks into the catch on there. Wraps all the way around, and then you open the door and just shove it in the door.
Yeah, so it's quite easy.
We could definitely do a video on that. But we don't know where where the previous owner got from. Yeah, there's no label on it or anything.
Because somebody asked us in Ireland, didn't they?
Oh yeah, you got
yeah, they said, where did you get those from?
Castle Blaney.
Yes.
Yeah, he was a big Porsche motorhome pulled up beside us.
Yes.
And he popped out when he saw you. He popped out.
Yes.
Said,
where did you get that from? They look good.
Yeah.
It's unusual for somebody to want something of Little Herman's, isn't it? Really. Posh motorhome wanting a screen.
Where are we here? Nigel says, "Hi guys, me and the other half going to Canada in September. You have any issues going with the slide RV like you had, and how far did it go on the tank? You mean the fuel?" I don't think fuel was really a problem.
No, not at all.
Because it was petrol and it was cheap.
Yes, easy to fill up, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. I think the pumps over in the States and in Canada are a lot easier because you can squeeze it and pull the thing out, and then you can just let go and walk away. And once it's filled up, it will click off.
And they were very new motorhomes,
they remove
weren't
it
they?
here. Yeah, they remove that little catch here. So, but filling up a motorhome over there was just the same as filling up a car. But it's petrol, not diesel, because it was a V10.
And then one place you actually had the water plugged into the motorhome.
Oh yeah,
and you could have a shower, and it just kept.
That's right. They call
that
city water, I believe, where you
pumps round.
Yeah, so you don't.
Tank.
You don't fill the tank up.
That was only one place, wasn't it?
The first place. The first place did it.
Oh, did it? And I thought
Victoria
the last
Island.
place, yes, but most of them you.
So you basically thread it onto this connector onto the side of the motorhome, and you don't use your water in your tank. It just pumps all the way around, and you got.
And it also
really
had the waste
fast water
place actually on the pitch, didn't it? So
yeah, so they're all
very
quite.
easy.
Well, you must have seen a motorhome, an RV in the UK where they come in and they're huge, and you can't imagine them. There's no cassette on those things. There's a pipe at the back. It's about that thick. Maybe I should do a video on this.
And also the toilet cassette you didn't have to take out.
There's no toilet cassette. It's a tank.
Yes.
So
that's right.
and the grey water and the black water come out the same pipe. There's a technique where you empty the black first, and then once that's empty, you empty the grey, and then the grey kind of, as it comes out, it gushes up the black tank a bit just to clean it out, just a fraction, and then it all goes into the same spot. And they have these places all the way along the motorway, like where you can pull in, empty your tanks, fill up as well. I think normally free. Yeah. And off you go. It's amazing. You don't get anything like that here.
No,
which is a shame.
They do cater very much for motorhomes.
But the other question was any issues with the slide?
What, you mean the pop out?
The pop out? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
No issues mechanically or anything.
Obviously,
but
you don't have it out when you're driving.
I think it had an alarm. that was the thing I was going to
Did
mention. Don't drive. Obviously, try and remember. Yeah, don't drive off with it sticking out. I think ours had an alarm.
Yeah, so you couldn't. Yes.
So you couldn't. Yeah.
Yes.
So if you did start it up, just like having the step down on the motorhome, Herman buzzes at you when we release the handbrake. I can't remember how it worked here, but no, we didn't have any problems with that at all.
No, it was lovely, wasn't it?
What's what? Oh, can't hear us. Is that just? What's up with the volume? Can't hear you. Ian says he can't hear us. Anybody else can't hear us? Let me just check. Check a few things. I can turn that up there.
We've been talking all this time.
About, yeah. Someone's. That's not what I wanted.
Lip read. Coming in. Oh no!
I've maxed everything out now, so if you can't hear
probably
us, you're
really
gonna have
loud.
to. Yeah, might be a bit loud now.
Bob, you got your van fixed yet?
Where's that?
Billy's asking.
Bob, you got your van fixed? Was it? Okay.
Yes, he has.
What's
Update video at 6
yeah,
o'clock.
Update video at 6. Is Bob advertising his own videos?
Oh, Bob.
I don't mind.
No. Posh cats.
So yeah, Posh Cat says we are going to increase from 100 watts to 100 watt to
Oh,
by
2,
100
but
watts
yes.
in the spring. 100 watts is fine if they are portable and tilting. Yeah, that's the other thing.
Yeah, I don't know though.
But
I
flat on
fancy
the roof, more is
tilting.
needed. That's the so I watch RV YouTubers on YouTube. Yeah, of course. Did I say that right? Yeah, I think so. And they tilt it. They tilt the panels over here in Europe. No tilting. So your panel is not used at 100%. Flat, you only gets like 40, 50%, maybe a bit.
You've got to be quite technical, haven't you, to be able to.
But they should be
tilt it
pointing
as well.
directly at the sun.
Yes.
That is the only time we ever get 100%.
So it might be better to have 2. Yes. Okay, Chaz. Always use self-sealing fixings, screw fix. I've loads left over. Drop some to you. I will let you know what kit I use. It's working really well. Ooh.
Thanks, Chaz.
He's very helpful, isn't he, our Chaz? Yeah.
And then Poshcat says by fitting panels at the same size, they can be linked in parallel, and the energy controller can be upgraded. So what you're saying that you can't have different size solar panels?
Yes, it's probably preferable, isn't it, to have the same size?
I don't know. Don't think.
Can you normally buy different sized ones?
Yeah, different size, different wattage. The bigger they are, normally, the more power they create.
Because you were looking at a 200 and something watt.
200 watts. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're kind of saying get
the
200.
thing is that it's my laptop. So if when I'm making my videos, I want to be able to edit them on my laptop in Herman. But of course, somebody did say it's best to actually use your power during the day.
Yes.
I'll be editing in the evening.
And with the sun.
So we know it might need. Yeah, that's right. So you're taking it straight off. So I think could be a problem. So we probably need more batteries.
You normally edit in the evening, don't you? So you
when the
power
sun's
them
down.
Up. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
So it's best time to use your batteries is actually during the day because it's still charging.
Right.
That's the thing. Nigel says, "No, you're fine." Oh, volume. Okay, well we turned ourselves up now, and I'm looking at the whatever that thing is called going up and down, and I don't think we're in the red. Can you see that? No. Everyone can hear us. Oh, good here. I think we must be about 1 minute behind or something. Okay, so we're kind of. Some people are saying. Oh no, Bob says we're loud, and somebody says we're better. Volume was fine, but even better now. Okay, thank you very much. I did have the volume on full. It's better. Cheers. Can we hear tuning the volume, turning the volume down? Okay.
Leisure Seeker
Did anyone
film.
see Leisure Seeker film?
We find it so difficult to find a film, don't we, that we like. But we did watch last night. What was it called? Soul with Tom Hanks. And it was about the Hudson
Soul.
River. Yes, when he they tried to land the plane. And it was very good, wasn't it? He was excellent in it.
Yeah. Sorry, what's the Leisure Seek? Is that a movie?
It must be a movie.
Movie?
Yes. Oh, okay, we'll make a note of that.
Yes. What about what's been on the TV just recently, which we saw? That's something about camping.
Oh yes, Five Go Camping.
Yeah. Was that funny? I can't remember now.
I preferred the other.
Oh,
one,
they weren't
the
camping at all, were
one.
they? They were actually.
They were in posh.
Sitting in a
yes.
a helicopter and things like that.
Yes, we've only seen the first one.
Posh cats. If the solar panels are, for example, 80 and 120 watts, then they must be linked in series for full efficiency. Well, I think we'll probably end up doing that anyway. The most important thing is an MTTP controller. Yeah, I heard about that actually. I read, where was it? Bimble? You can't remember.
Yes, you did say
some Bimble Solar or something.
Yes, Bimble Solar.
Is it Bimble?
You said.
So I've just been looking at them and reading their gump from their website. Gragabon Video says, just tuned in. Forgot about the live stream today.
We haven't said a lot anyway.
Every month, first Saturday, and you forgot. Kidding. What have I missed? Or were you
Nothing.
just killing time until... Actually, we were. Rodney, yeah. We were.
Rodney. Well, yes, we haven't really got a lot to say, have we? Because we haven't really been anywhere.
No, we haven't got...
And we've got over Christmas and New Year.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we haven't... I suppose we've got our few places that we've booked, haven't we?
Well, I've just come back from Stuttgart.
Oh, yes, you've been away.
Yeah, doing
3
some
days.
work there for a few days. That was interesting. I quite liked Stuttgart actually. The thing was, I could only see it at night, so that was a bit unfortunate. That the only daylight I saw was obviously when I was stuck in the office, and in the morning. And of course, in the morning, I wasn't a tourist. I was walking into the town, walking.
But you were lucky with the weather, weren't you? Because it wasn't too bad.
It snowed when we landed. It was snowing, and then it kind of stopped. And it snowed a few other times, but nothing like this.
No.
And on the way home, the captain said,
yes, because that's
right, we're about 10 minutes early, and in front of us is a snowstorm. Hopefully we'll beat it, and we'll be able to land at Heathrow with no problems at all. And then that was fine, got there. On the way home in the taxi, snowed. I think the taxi driver was a bit worried.
It was getting bad at that time, wasn't it?
It was like,
9 o'clock-ish.
In series MTB is
of
essential
course
due
it
to the
is.
voltage.
Sorry, yeah, Sullyberger or something, isn't he? What's his name? Chelsea Sullyberger. It's a funny name, wasn't it? Tom Hanks's name.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah. Is that what?
I said it wrong.
Sol.
Well, it's
Sully.
It's Sully.
Sully.
Yeah, so
Where have you seen that? Oh, not Sol.
You're right.
Yeah, Steve. That's what I got a bit confused.
I'm terrible.
I don't remember watching Better Call Saul.
Oh dear, hopeless.
Somebody else just tuned in.
About
hello from
couple going on a trip, and there are because we do like Helen Mirren, don't we? And Donald Sutherland. Right, make a note of this film. Ads.
Okay, okay.
I've forgotten what it's called already. Seeker.
Well, we'll keep that up and.
Yeah, we can.
Where did you see it? Which was it? The movies, or was it Netflix or?
Yeah, because Netflix Amazon Prime.
Which one of those was it on? Was it any of them?
But we wanted to see Glass, didn't we? But that's still in the cinemas.
Cheers, Rob. That's Bob. That's very kind of you.
What's he done?
47 watching. I think that must be our record.
Wow.
Hi everybody. If you're just tuning in, yeah, excellent. I'm quite chuffed at that.
It's gone down now.
Yeah, everyone's left. Oh, gee. I think it's everyone's staying in because of the weather.
Yes, that's right. Weather dependent. If it's brilliant sunshine, everybody would be outside.
So, kind of changing the subject ever slightly as I read. Oh, is Sky Cinema? We haven't got that. Or do we? No, I don't think we have that. But we'll find out if it's available somewhere. And I'm sure not Twitter. I just mentioned them. Netflix probably buy a lot of the
yes.
stuff. Just I don't think you need reminding, but if you do, you got to be your motorhome needs to be winterized by now, right? Who has not winterized their motorhome, or who needs some hints and tips on winterizing your motorhome or caravan? I think it's probably easier with a caravan because it's the water is the problem.
Yes, because you always keep it on the outside, don't you, with the caravan? Yeah.
That's a question. Whoever has had a caravan, I think Bob, you've had a caravan. How do you keep those without on a caravan? How do you keep the water from freezing? I guess you have to use it quickly.
Yes, because there's probably one shower's worth, is it?
Yeah. I don't know. No, quite large, those things. Well, you can have them as many as you want.
It depends how long you have your shower for.
Yeah. Sky Cinema. Okay, so it's not on demand. Oh, I'm so used to on demand now. Because I don't watch a lot of television, really.
No.
We record things and then watch them whenever we want.
Yes, I don't tend to watch them as they're on, do we?
This is our pavement outside, our crazy paving. Oh dear, yes. It's very nice there. If you ever get a chance, you should go and see the.
Little did we know you didn't have to be a National Trust member, did you?
Yeah, you can just wander around there without. You actually, when you go to the Devil's. Why do I call it the Devil? The Giant's Causeway. You can just come out of the car park and without going into their big building. Amazing building, but you can just go straight round and where the buses are going.
Yes, nice walk.
Here's a question for you, for all. Has anyone tried to change tyre using the equipment on their van? Yes. No, well, not a tyre, a wheel, you mean? Yes, we did when we was in France. Remember that?
Yes.
Got a puncture.
Oh yes.
We just
in Paris, wasn't it? Well, they had terrible potholes, didn't they? And we were just going to be we were leaving, weren't we? And we were going round to empty, and I was outside, and saw it flat. Yeah.
So we were driving down around the campsite, weren't we?
Well, you say, what did you change it? But luckily there was
well, I couldn't change it.
A gentleman on site who was working in the garage.
So I thought I had everything. I had like we got a jack, a trolley jack, 3.5 ton trolley jack. But what did I have? Oh, they had
yes, you were missing.
I had
the bit where you can
the tyre iron.
Yeah.
So I thought I had everything, but the thing that was missing was the actual jack thing to actually make the make the jack go up. So
like the lever, wasn't it?
Well, it was a scissor jack, right? So when it starts doing that, it's a scissor jack, and the way it's got a thread in the middle of it, you turn the one end, and it comes in, and as it's coming in, the thing does that to lift it all up. So yeah, we didn't have that, so we had to ask somebody if it. But of course, all he had, in a way, and what we had anyway, was a socket set, so I could have probably undone
it. And we were a bit
but it was
peeved,
my socket's only about that, the handle on that, so it's a bit, sorry?
Well, we were a bit peeved because we took the punctured tyre to a garage, didn't we? And they repaired it, not very well.
Oh, he just stuck blue thing in.
Yeah, he didn't, and then...
that was €20.
We forgot to get a receipt, didn't we? Because we were in France, so we couldn't claim it back.
Nah.
All went wrong.
Yeah, well, it could have been worse. Yes. We could have been driving along, but and away from the. Anyway, that was years ago. When was that?
We're not good at communicating, are we? In France, it's difficult when you don't speak the language and you don't know whether you're being.
Well, we discovered what tyre was.
Yes, how do you say it? PNEU. I don't know how you say it. But yes, you don't know what the price should be, do you? A bit like here, really.
No. Well, it's not €20.
No, that was just to repair it, wasn't it?
Yeah. What was that question? That was from Darren Squire. Oh, it scrolled. How do you keep it warm in storage? We don't, Billy. We keep Herman is at the ambient temperature.
Because some people keep a fan on, don't they, or a heater?
Yeah.
But
yeah. So we don't. There's nobody in there. We don't need to keep. So what happens is that well, Herman's quite old, so I imagine this is quite normal on. Bob will be able to tell us. On new motorhomes, this is quite common, where we have there's a switch in there, and it uses a very low ampage, and then what happens is when the outside temperature drops below, I think it's like 8 degrees C, then it trips, and the trip just dumps all of the water in the hot water tank, because if that freezes up, then you need a new hot water tank. So it's a safety cut-off, safety open valve. So we don't have to keep it warm, but when we fill it up, we've got to
make sure
hold
you take
it open.
All the water out, isn't it, before you
we've got to hold this
store it.
switch open, closed, although you pull it anyway. So it's closed, so the water just doesn't keep dumping. So and then we put the heating on, and then eventually it doesn't need to be held. But that's how we kind of warm up Herman when we've. But no, he's not. He's gonna be as cold as it is out there right now.
Yes, doesn't take long to heat up though, does it? Once you get the heating.
So
on.
Bob's answered. No, I use a 3-ton trolley jack, Darren.
Ah.
Oh, I see. So, sorry, 3-ton trolley jack. Right. Okay. Now we use a scissor jack. Yeah. Okay. Okay. No, a car. You're right. Okay. A car jack is only 1 ton. Right. Okay. So that's a big jack that Bob's got there. 40-litre aqua rolls. Yeah, they're the things I'm thinking. Last about a day. There are thermal jackets available for them that also wrap around the pump hose. We found an old duvet. Do you do duvets? In a bin bag. Which did the trick. That is a very good idea. That's when you had a caravan. You got a motorhome now, right? Posh Cats Camping.
Oh, I see. This was when they had a caravan.
The argument is still raging at the cause. Oh, is it really? It's not. It's under.
Rodney was the one that told us, wasn't he?
Yeah, it's a discussion kind of thing.
Yes. Which is a bit.
Because they checked our tickets when we went in the building, but not when we left.
Yes, but if you go around the side.
Yeah, we could have just gone around the side. But I mean, it doesn't matter for us. We're National Trust
that's
members.
right. But if anybody isn't, then it's annoying.
Don't trust scissor jacks on van weighing up to 4.5 tons.
Wow. Yes.
I can't answer. I can't comment on that. It came with the the device for the vehicle, and that's what we used. That's what we had. Bob says ours doesn't have a dump valve, but tanks have heaters. Pipes can still freeze. Winterizing. This is the other thing. This is the thing. So you've got to get rid of the water, basically. Get rid of the water in the freshwater tank, in the boiler tank. You all right?
Cold.
Are you? You want to? That's the heater just there, and get it out of the pipes as well. Although there's a few techniques about getting it out of the pipes. I don't bother so much now. I used to blow down the down one of the pipes.
Did you?
Yeah, push it out the taps. But what I do now is when we've emptied the water, because I normally do it at home here, when I take it back to storage, I open the taps up without the power on, and as you're driving along, hopefully all the jiggles down to the lowest point, which it's not going to be the tank, but at least it's isolated in one spot somewhere. I don't know if that's going to help, but we've not had any problems. But of course,
but tanks have heaters. Gosh,
yeah, the modern ones.
Yes,
do.
you see, we don't, do we?
Yeah, but you're going to be using. Well, our tanks are heater. A hot water tank is a heater.
Yes, when you've got the heater on, do you mean?
Yeah, but then you're going to be using power. So Bob has his motorhome at home. He can plug it in all winter.
See, right, yes. But when you're storing
Bob, though, doesn't really... He goes away. As soon as he comes back, he's going out again, right? But not everybody can actually have the heater on because it's going to drain your battery if you're not on. If you're not plugged in, it's going to drain your battery. Dump valve. Yeah, but Bob, did the new one that you've just checked out? I don't suppose you knew whether or not that had heaters and stuff since you were using it. You didn't actually live with it, did you? You used it, so I guess you wouldn't noticed unless they told you. My Victron solar app is telling me our van internal temperature is now 0.6 degrees in the drive.
Doesn't seem anything, does it?
So you can get these. So you can get these apps for that talk to your motorhome. I suppose, yeah. I guess. But the temperature though. Why would you need the? I guess the temperature affects the batteries. I guess that's why that's the thing. It gets
very clever, doesn't it?
Need to get a different jack by the sounds of it. Thanks.
So you're saying that it actually came with that jack?
Yeah.
Well, unless they just brought it, and yes. But it seems to work all right.
I think it really depends on what you can carry around, I suppose. If you've got a room, do you want to carry it around? I mean, you've got to think of your weight of your motorhome. Is it going to... I mean, my car jack is about that big, this way. I know this because I just used it and I actually bought a new one. And it's, it was fairly hefty. If it was a 3.5 ton, that's a good few pounds in there that you're going to be carrying around. If you carry it around. If you
might just leave it at home, and if you park your motorhome on the drive, you don't need to carry it.
Sue doesn't look that... What?
You've missed a bit. We switched to a motorhome in March 2017. We had caravanning and motorhoming for 35 years. At Easter started April 1984.
I see. Okay. Sue doesn't look that old, but okay. I have to know. I have you know we haven't been away in our van since November.
Oh yeah.
Why is that then, Bob? Oh, hold on a second. Right, we haven't been away in our van.
Oh yes,
he's
because
been away.
He's been in his special van that he was given.
The Bailey wasn't winterized, but fresh water tank was on board. And then Paula says, don't forget to leave the taps open.
Yes.
I've had to replace a couple over the years, Paula and Bob Barlow Bolton. Thanks, Paula and Bob.
Yes, we tend to do that, don't we?
Must be getting...
Yes, all this heat.
I'm getting the opposite. I was getting cabin fevers when you're staying in the same place all the time, like me in this room. But no, I was out on our walk. This conversation I started like ages ago. Really started thinking about, I wish we could go away now. It's just been difficult, isn't it? Where are we going to go? And of course, we got to wash Herman.
Yes,
we've got to give him a good scrubbing, don't we?
Yes.
But there's no way we're going to get him down our road at the moment.
Next week. Gosh, so hopefully the snow will all be gone by then, because that could be quite treacherous, couldn't it?
Off to the SCP next week. Posh Cats camping, testing problems, posting. Oh, I see. I think Graham's got problems with his internet or something, or his browser, and he's just testing.
Testing.
Yeah, we've seen that, Graham.
Bob.
I'd call the breakdown if I had a puncture on the road. Don't carry a trolley jack. Right, yeah. That is a good point.
Probably easiest, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it depends on doesn't.
If you're technical or not. You've got all the equipment.
Alvan tells us if there's a frost alert
Goodness.
and the temperature outside and inside by email from a sergeant controller.
Wow. That sounds very posh, doesn't it?
That does. You just reminded me. Do you remember anybody like The Simpsons?
Yes.
Anybody like The Simpsons? I think there's always in Simpsons is him and is it Ned Flanders?
Mm.
Yeah. And there's always like competition about.
But they like the Joneses.
So
isn't it?
yeah, that's right. They're doing what the Joneses do. So I think Flanders goes and buys an RV, and Homer wants to go and get a bigger one, better one. And he's looking at all these RVs, and he sees this one. And it's got many rows of headlights. It's huge, this thing. And the sales guy comes up to him and he says, "Can I help you, sir?" He says, "I mean, this thing's huge." He says, "Does this have a satellite television?" He says, "Sir, this RV's got its own satellite." It just reminded me of that.
Oh, sometimes you can have too much high tech, can't you? There's more things that can go wrong. But that sounds amazing, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
Wow.
Just to tell you, do you not have apps on your phone to tell you what the weather's going to be like, though? I mean, does it? Is that
do you
like
need it actually part of the motor?
Yeah. Leisure Seeker is a lovely film about a couple travelling in their motorhome.
We'll have to see it, won't we?
And we really enjoy your work videos.
Aww.
Oh, my work videos. I hope you do some more.
There'll be one coming out soon.
Well, I'm working on the Stuttgart one, but I kind of say in the video as well, it's going to be all it's all in the dark because it's dark outside.
I suppose it's difficult, isn't it? Because if you're working during the day and then it's just eating at night.
So
but your Paris one was quite good, wasn't it?
Did you like that? Did you?
Well, I thought it was quite interesting.
We are very jealous, Bob. I have Valentine's trip planned, but don't tell the.
Oh goodness, you just told her.
I've just
now.
read it out, and she's.
She might be out. We might be all right.
You're gonna mention that at the
trip
beginning.
plan. That's nice, isn't it?
You could do that for you. We haven't celebrated
Rather
my birthday
than chocolates and flowers, you know, it's nice to go away, isn't it? Very nice.
Pamela and Johnny's motorhome journeys. Hello, how you doing? Welcome to the channel.
What call breakdown for a punch or two. Yes, you see, everyone seems to do that, don't they?
We only got LV in June, and I would like to say Evie. And I would like to say we have learned most of our things from your channel over the last 7 months. Thank you.
Wow.
Excellent.
My goodness. I suppose it's just all a learning curve, isn't
it?
You know, we don't know.
And I think that's
very much
part of the fun.
Yes, and you learn from other people as well, don't you? You know, you don't know how to empty the toilet, whatever you ask, don't you?
Actually, I was thinking of doing a video on it.
I think you've done videos.
If I say this, Bob's going to nick it. Bob's going to do it before us.
What's Bob doing a video on next? Maybe we could...
I was thinking of doing a video on how to empty the toilet.
Oh, goodness.
At the end of the cassette. Because I'm sure...
Do people know how to do that? Probably.
Well, we didn't. How did we find out?
Well, we're probably in the queue, were we, at the
campsite? I know, I'll tell you how we found out. Some instructions, I don't really remember, but it would have been from the rental company.
And also, it seems to vary between what people actually use to keep it fresh, doesn't it? Because you hear of people putting vinegar in there or just fragrance, or rather than they use the toilet.
Well, maybe you could do the video. You seem to know a lot about how to empty the toilet. How many times have you emptied the toilet?
That's kind of your role. No, I think I've only emptied the toilet a couple of times.
They would say it's a multicoloured job, that is. It's somewhere in between. It's a purple job.
Yes.
Not just
I would do it if, you know, if you weren't very well or you were busy. Oh, you see, Bob's already done one on that with his Bailey. Doing the toilet.
Oh.
Yeah, but it'd be a bit different, won't it? Because he's probably got a posh toilet.
Hi, Latitude Adventures. How you doing? Thanks for coming along.
Latitude Adventures.
We're playing our toilet emptying video. Oh, see? See?
When are you doing yours? We better do ours tomorrow. Getting quick.
Well, he can go outside and do it straight away on his motor.
Oh, of course, yes. We'll let you have that one then. We won't do that. But is there anything else?
But we don't want to see any solids though, do we?
No. No.
What's that, sorry?
Is there anything else that we could do a video on? Because you did the live streaming, didn't you, about your technical...
the DIY?
DIY, yeah.
We've not had a chance to continue that, really.
No, I suppose it's too cold, isn't it?
Too cold, other things planned and whatever. And, of course, because Herman's not outside the house, we're not able to, we have to plan.
Yes, it's quite, yes, you collect in the morning, collect in the evening, yes.
Yeah.
But we still haven't put up fly screen, have we?
And this time of year, of course, we've got a very short amount of
light. It gets dark quickly, doesn't it?
It's getting dark, so it should be getting dark now. Just have a look, just have a little peek.
Shall I have a look?
Yeah. Now we close the blind.
No, it's still very light.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's at 5 o'clock. It's still light. Okay. Billy just said something. What was that?
Billy?
When not using the van, do you have gas on? Because I do, and I don't if it's okay or not.
No, we don't keep the gas on, do we? We don't keep anything on, to be honest.
When you say leave the gas on,
well, I'm supposed to keep it warm, isn't it?
Yeah, but is he meaning that? You mean you got the heater on? Using gas? Or are you saying you just leave the tap open?
No, we turn everything off.
We turn everything off, yeah. Turn everything off. So there's no gas
on the windscreen wipers so they don't stick to the windscreen, which was quite good, isn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's quite good, but it's probably, with all the snow, they've probably collapsed now.
Yes, but no, we don't really put anything on.
You could both do a variation on the theme.
Yeah.
And then Paul turns around, no number 2s in our toilet. Why not, Paul? Why?
I think some people just don't like the thought of it, do they? Emptying it in a cassette. But then if you're wild camping,
you've got to do it if it's wild camping.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's got to be done, hasn't it?
Well, you try to avoid it if there's a toilet nearby. You go and use that.
When you go wild camping.
You've got to, Paula says, we have used washing powder before now. Smells sweet and things are super slippy.
You wouldn't think of doing that, would you?
How did you test the super slippy? That's what I'm laughing.
Wow. Yes.
So the stuff you put in your... Did you realise? Okay, so this is the thing, right? The stuff you put in your... the blue stuff or the green stuff, right? All that's doing...
It's covering up the smell.
It's covering the smell. That's it, right? Other people might say different, but all it's doing is covering up the smell.
You want something that it's easy to use, household stuff, don't you?
So people I've heard use some sort of washing powder or tablets. The washing tablets, those things, probably buy a pack of some really cheap ones from Aldi or Lidl or something, and then just drop one of them in, and all it really does is odorizes the toilet.
Yes.
It doesn't. I'm sure there must be some sort of. Well, it won't be bleach, but some sort of disinfectant or something. I don't know if that's the right word.
Do you remember that chap in Ireland? He didn't use anything because he was kind of burying it, wasn't he?
Yeah,
in the ground.
So if
you're not allowed to bury it with the chemical.
That's right. What we learned when we started our wild camping. By accident, really, wasn't it? When we were doing the North Coast 500 in Scotland, we thought, let's give it a go. In fact, the first day we were kind of forced into it, weren't we? Because we thought it was a campsite in whatever it's called now.
Yeah.
And we thought, this is great. We love this. Being disconnected.
Well, we thought it was a campsite and just ended up just being a field, didn't it? So we were quite
a very
excited
bumpy field
about
with
that.
sheep mine, but
very
but then
pretty.
halfway around our holiday, we come across was it
Isle of Tongue.
Kyle of Tongue, people, there's a couple there in their motorhome.
They've been doing it for the 6 months, haven't they?
They've been sat there, I think they said now, for a good few weeks, weren't they? I said, well, what did you do? What did you do with your waste?
There were lots of holes in the ground.
And he says, I got a shovel. And there was a field behind us, wasn't there?
Yes.
There's a couple of holes in that field. So he just goes and empties it in there. And he's like, really? What do you rinse it out with? You know, when you want to get the last bits out. And so...
Yeah.
And what they do is that they called... I'm going to forget the name. Is it SOG? Where on your cassette, you have this tube where you empty it out of. And on the end is a screwy thing. Ours is yellow. And I think Bob was actually mentioning it in his previous video.
Yeah, and you can twist
taking
it
the whole
round.
thing off. But you basically a SOG. If I understand it correctly, you take this off, lob it, and then you put this other thing on top. And what it is the same. It's a stopper, but it has a fan on it, electric fan, which sucks out the smells, and then you have a vent on your door which the smells escape through. So fresh air is going through all the time, and you don't use any chemicals or anything like that. That's how I understand it. Sounds wrong to me. I can't get my logical technical ad thinking on that. How that's, I mean, you can imagine you can stand beside it.
Some people are saying that they keep 2 chemical toilets, don't they?
Chemical cassettes. We haven't got room to do that.
No,
really.
That's right. Where would you put
Unless
the
we
other
get rid of the
one
jacuzzi. Put it on the... Oh, we could have a roof rack. We could, we could put it on the roof rack.
I think I wouldn't like, toilet stuff sitting in the back.
Yeah, this is swapping
I'd like to
around,
get rid of it, really.
making sure that hoping that the rubber seal is still working.
Yeah. Anyway,
we have learned a lot from you guys. Hold on. I think I've missed some. No, that's fine. We must do a live in July. That's from Bob. Would love to do a live, Bob. You're talking about Herman Fest, aren't you?
You haven't just done your announcement yet, have you?
No, still working on the announcement video. I would love to go live in July in the New Forest, but there's no antennas or anything.
Yes,
we haven't got any signal. Well, I didn't.
I think
Richard did.
Yeah, but it
had a
kept
signal.
blocking out, didn't it? I don't think it was very good.
So maybe if we had some sort of antenna or something. Oh, I don't know. We have learned a lot from you guys and Mr. and Mrs. Earnshaw. It's amazing the things you don't know or have forgotten.
Wow.
Yeah? Could you do what meals you do when away? I'll leave that to you, love. Actually, no, I end up. We both cook,
well, we're not
cooking,
really
you normally prepare and I do the stirring.
We tend to just do roasted vegetables, don't we? And then a meat or a... Yeah, and with our halogen oven, we just tend to put it in there. So it's not...
we can only use the halogen oven when we're electric.
Yes.
Otherwise, we've only got 3 hobs, so everything is fried or boiled.
Poached eggs a lot for lunch, don't we?
And have you seen... Who said that?
Susie.
Susie, have you seen our video in France where our one pot hot pot? Great dish.
Yeah, so we just
get some really spicy food in, spicy meats and things. Billy says, "No,
Billy.
Just leave it on." What old gas are you using? Oh, hold on. So Billy, you're saying you just have the heat? You didn't actually answer the question, did you? You just turn it... I don't know what it means. So have you got... I mean, you haven't got the burner going, have you? Or have you just got the heating on? Because I can't imagine that. I guess
and it's quite dangerous, isn't it, to leave the gas on?
There's not going to be any snow on his roof, I know that.
No. Cozy.
Sun is still shining in Northern Iron. Bob reminded me I have an addiction to my trilby. Yes, you've
You haven't
released
worn yours for ages. Well, I suppose because it hasn't been sunny, has it?
What, my Tilly?
Your Tilly.
You made a video, didn't you, of your hats? Graham Taylor says, when you did the last Heimerfest, Dad, that's it. There was a windscreen replacement company in the background of your video.
Yes.
Do you remember who they were?
Yes.
Actually,
PSV, and it was Richard, wasn't it?
Yeah, PSV.
And they are.
They're the sponsors.
Yes, they sponsored the event, but they're brilliant with classic Heimers, aren't they?
Fantastic.
But I believe they do all windscreens, don't they? But they're very professional, aren't they? Very helpful.
And they go around and do, they they bring a whole bunch of.
But they're on Facebook, aren't they?
Yeah.
I can't remember his surname. Richard. Is it Richard?
What was the name of it again?
Richard Green.
Richard Green, that's right. And what's the name?
PSV.
PSV. Do we know what it stands for?
No.
And they were talking about, when we last heard from them, I think it was at Heimerfest, they were talking about they were going to get involved in.
But he does a lot for
in more insurance companies. Our insurance company.
Yes, because we wanted to use them.
Doesn't allow us to use anybody.
Yes, you've got to be quite careful, haven't you? If your insurance company will allow, they always have nominated windscreen repairers, don't they? And ours wouldn't. Who are we with? We're with.
I can't remember now.
No, but we had to use auto glass.
Do you have a problem with your windscreen then, Graham? Do you? Is it broken?
But yes, I would thoroughly recommend them, and they've done a lot.
If it's not something that you can do on the insurance. Then definitely contact
Richard Green at PSV. Get some commission.
They're on Facebook.
They are. Or John's.
And they're really passionate about what they do.
Yes, very good.
Yeah. They told us a story about that, didn't they? Peter Green, how they started off. So it was a big cut. They do other things, other windscreens, and the company had bought a lot of Heimer windscreens.
Yes.
And they were just going to get rid of them, and he said, "Hold on a minute, let's see if we can how much demand there is in actually using them." They were just going to get rid of them, and they decided to kind of start up a side business or something of actually doing that.
They tend to travel to you, don't they? There's no, they don't seem to be just in one area.
Yes.
I think they're based. Are they based in High Wycombe or somewhere? Not sure.
Are they?
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe somebody. One of their branches might be in High Wycombe. Just got here from Florida and hit the like button. Like bottom. What's his bottom? Hi Kelly, how you doing? Washing powder, not good for septic tanks on campsites, I heard.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that is something that you need to
be careful with how you're going to get rid of it. Yeah.
Of course, if you are in...
we could do a live at Summerswood too. Ah, yes.
But did you see that one though?
Zoe, your hair. Ah. I know, I've had it cut today. So it's looking a little bit normal.
Which one?
Which hair?
We could do a live... Oh, yeah, that's an idea. Yeah, doing it a live stream at Summerswood.
Which is... When is that? End of February,
End of February. So, yeah, that's
going to the NEC.
That's a good idea.
Yes.
So watch out for that, guys.
Just been arranged.
That would be a double.
Is it the
double
23rd? It's on a weekend, isn't it?
Right, I'll have to look at the calendar, but yeah, I think so. Bob will be able to tell you. He's got all the shows in his diary.
Next week, and then he's going somewhere else, isn't he?
Billy, no, all of the. Sorry, read that again.
No, all
off, but gas on.
Ah.
Okay. Now we definitely have it all switched off. So no the gas at the bottle is switched off. The gas underneath the sink, we got what?
All
3
the
knobs.
taps up.
All the taps are closed. Nothing is on. Nothing. Has anyone noticed if motorhome insurance has gone up this year? Poshcats, Joe and Sheila's
went up
by £200.
Oh, that's who we're with, isn't it? The Caravan Club. Yes.
But they're a broker, so no.
No, ours tends to stay about the same, doesn't it? But then
it's not that much. Can you remember how much it is? 200 and something.
It is about 200 and something, yeah.
And that's fully comp, isn't it?
And I suppose because ours is a 1998.
That could be why
I think
it's
ours
cheap.
is quite. Yeah, well, I would have thought it'd be more expensive, wouldn't you? Because
we were surprised the first time, weren't we?
Yes.
But Graham says yes. We have a crack in the windscreen and have a rare Model A class. Thanks for the info. Well, they specialise. They probably do lots of different motorhomes, but I think they specialise in Heimers. And Alan.
That's a big hike, Trev.
I've missed something.
Yes, I didn't. Did we see a posting by Trev? I don't.
Did we see a posting by Trev?
We always miss. We probably miss.
Oh, hold on! No, Trev is Pushcats camping.
Oh, okay.
So the big hike. Oh, he's not talking about walking.
Oh, I see. Oh dear, we get really lost, don't we? 23rd or 20. Yes, okay.
So we're there for the
just
whole
for the
weekend.
Yes, just one night.
Yeah. We would like to have stayed longer, but
we would.
Yes. Okay. Well, come to the end of the comments.
Yes.
Come to the end of what I wanted to talk about. And that was our trip to Ireland. If any of you have some, I've ordered a map, by the way. Did you know that?
No. What, for Ireland?
For the left-hand side of
And we're going to go from
the west side. I think it's actually
Fishguard to Rosslare, isn't it?
Yeah. So we're starting at the bottom. Going to go across to the West Atlantic Way, and that's the jaggedy bit on the west side of Ireland, and that's where our map does the whole area. And of course, we're only going to be doing
a map.
I'm going to be doing we haven't got it. It hasn't arrived yet because it hasn't been released yet. It's going to be brand spanking new.
Okay.
Hopefully that'd be good.
Yes.
Yes, and winterizing pumps. We've got here water pipes and the filter, water filter. If you've got the water filter on it, like we have, got to take it off. Otherwise, unless of course you're going to replace it, and then take it out and put a new one in the new season. If you're
because we tend to just keep the filter in there, don't we? We don't take it out. No,
take it out.
Do you? Yeah. I don't remember you doing that last time.
Yeah, every that's why it's on the wardrobe.
Oh, okay. I didn't notice it.
You know, I'll show you when we finish the stream. Yes, and when they questioned why it had gone up, the club couldn't explain it. Cheeky devils.
I don't think the Caravan Club are the best, are they? Because somebody AIB is meant to be very good.
Comfort 200. When's our? Do you know when our insurance is up?
December, I think.
So
I think we've just paid it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. The B word at Poshcat Camping. The B word at Poshcat Camping has been blamed in. Oh, I see. Okay. All right. The B word.
I can't help you. Tired.
Oh dear. Was that time to end the live stream?
I'll have a little nap now.
Is that
this presenting malarkey? I can't go with it.
I don't know how they do it on that morning programme.
Ant and Dec, they just keep going, don't they? How does that Holly Willoughby keep going?
Goodness. No, it's not. What? Ant and Dec and Holly Willoughby.
Well, she takes over from Ant, didn't she? She's on Dancing on Ice and this morning. And
okay. We talk.
Yeah.
We got our brains crossed there. I think.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the morning programme.
Oh, I see.
Whatever they're called with Holly Willoughby and that's not her name. What was it?
Holly Willoughby.
Right.
I think he's finished.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be ending the stream now, unless someone has a really cool question that yeah, exactly. That takes me half an hour to answer. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and until next time.
Hopefully we would have had some travels soon, and then we can talk about those, can't we?
Oh,
What's happened?
see.
What?
So if you, I think, if you,
Boing.
so because we're going to the motorhome show in the
yes.
NEC, if you have anything that you want us to take a look at, please put it in the comments section below if you're watching this in
23rd and 24th
archive, or write it down now in the comments section right now.
What do you mean have a look at?
So we can take our camera around and have a look at these
Oh,
motorhomes.
I see.
Because we just tend to wander into a motorhome that looks nice. And, first thing we do is, does it have a bed? Right? Does it have a bed at the back? If it has a bed at the back, we kind of have a go.
We discard it, don't
yeah.
we?
So if there's anything you're interested in checking out, let us know. Put the name, or I don't know, just make a model.
To visit everything, don't we?
I don't know if there's any new ones coming out this year. Maybe we can take a look at those. But I was interested in taking a look at the ones. What we've not looked at are the camper vans. You know, the panel vans, not so much the motorhomes.
They're very expensive, though, aren't they, in comparison?
Well, yeah, because you're buying the vehicle. And then you're going to be buying the conversion part of it as well.
Yes.
So yes, they can be expensive, from 35 upwards. And you can buy a decent motorhome for 35
sometimes, aren't they?
Yeah. And just buy second hand.
Yes, you want
they
to
hold
buy
their
a new
value
one,
anyway, but
second hand.
The Cragavon says, I'll have you know that I've been up from 5 AM and have
I'm
a
not
day's
alive
work.
at 5 AM, am I? I'm not an early bird.
No.
I need my sleep.
So
well
I'm going
done.
to give you a few more. I think you were about a minute behind.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, I think so.
Why are they a minute behind then?
Well, it's delayed. It's got to be sent from here via satellite to
Via NASA.
To around the world, landing in YouTube.
Right.
They've got to unscramble it and figure out what the hell we're talking about, and then send that information back and spread it around the world.
Wow. Okay.
By the same route.
I believe you not.
Well, it works something like that. I've probably extended that. But so let us know if you have anything that you want to check us out. And you may find our videos, or even Bob's videos, has us in, or he's in our videos. Does that make sense?
Yes.
You may find that our videos have Bob in.
Yeah.
And Bob. We're in Bob's videos.
Ooh.
You may do. Right. Gonna say goodbye.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen. Ciao. I kept saying that rather than
revoir.
saying hello in Germany. Auf Wiedersehen rather than whatever it is.
Yes, you always get it round the wrong way.
I got it round the wrong way.
Goodness.
Well, it was the BBC, so I used the word work loosely. Oh, I see. Right. Adios, everybody. Thanks for watching, and be careful out there. And if you haven't already, you got to check out your motorhome and winterize it. Bye-bye. Got to find me button now to find it.